Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Mattel, we have the Masters of the Universe Scareglow, the evil ghost of Skeletor. So this feature is it glows in the dark, it's modern posing and retro play, and it's on the 40th anniversary card back, as you can see right there. Wonderful figure, really cool gimmick. So we're going to attempt later on towards the end of the video to see if this guy will glow in the dark properly. I'm not sure if I have the right lighting conditions to pull that off, but we're at least going to try to attempt it. On the back, we have this beautiful illustration, a walking horror from a different dimension. Scareglow radiates fear and terrifies his victims. Awesome drawing. And here is the gimmick. So you have to charge the figure under a light, and then once you turn off the lights, the figure glows in the dark. Other figures in this wave assortment include He-Man, Man-E-Faces, Orko, Skeletor, and Trapjaw. So if I remember correctly, some of these figures are re-releases. Man-E-Faces, Trapjaw, and Scareglow. I mean, all these figures came out previously, years ago, over the last year or two. But Man-E-Faces and Scareglow were in an assortment that was more difficult to find. So I think that's why they were repackaged on the 40th anniversary card back. If I'm wrong, just correct me in the comments down below. And let's get started and take this guy out. He comes with his comic book, which is a nice throwback to the mini comics we got in the 80s. Fun story, nice looking artwork. He comes with his, I believe this is called a halberd, if I remember correctly. I want to say, I think this might glow in the dark also, but I think you need to shine this under a black light. I think. Okay, so we have a really nice looking figure here. One thing that caught my attention right away was the cape. It's made of a really nice material. It's really soft. It's kind of thin, and it's, as you can see, very flexible. It's not too heavy. It doesn't feel like it's going to weigh down the character. It has a really awesome texture throughout. Some nice subtle folds. And I'm tempted to say that if you're a customizer, this figure is worth getting just for this cape. You know, you can easily incorporate this cape in other action figure lines. Like, you know, maybe like a Marvel Legends or even a McFarlane DC Multiverse figure. As you can see, there's no gimmicks attached to this cape. There's no weird peg on the back or anything. You know, there's just simply this kind of like clasp that runs towards the top of the collar. And it's really well done. Excellent piece. The figure itself, it's a very standard Masters of the Universe body, as you can see. The only thing different is the plastic that it's casted in. It's kind of made of that plastic that charges itself under a bright light. And then once you shut off the light, you know, this thing will glow. The paint job on the body, it's well done for the most part. It's not too blotchy. It's kind of sharp in the edges where it needs to be. As you can see, it's kind of like a black glossier paint painted over the arms and torso. They even accent a crack in the skull with the paint. Really nice figure. And it even retains Skeletor's fur bikini and then his webbed monster feet over here. And let's get the cape back on. And the head pops off just like the other figures. And you can easily just replace it back in. The sculpting on the face, it's a little bit soft. You know, it's not super hyper detailed. But neither was the original figure. So in that regard, it kind of stays true to the original aesthetic. He has one hand for clasping his weapon, and then he has a splayed out hand over here. The articulation scheme is stock. You know, the head rotates, looks down, looks up. Arms rotate, they go outward. Elbow bend, elbow swivel, articulated wrists. Swivel at the waist, legs kick up, knees bend, and ankle articulation. As you can see, this is also, I got kind of worried for a second because when I was inserting the weapon into his hand, I bent the plastic, and at first I thought it was going to break, but it's a very soft, rubbery material. And he looks awesome. It's the Ghost of Skeletor. So, really cool. Alright, so we're going to attempt to see if the gimmick works. I'm going to shut off my light, and I don't know if I have the proper lighting conditions for this guy to glow. We've kind of charged him under the light for the last 5 minutes or so. So I'm going to attempt to turn off the lights, and we're going to take a look if this guy's going to shut off. Or, I mean, we're going to shut off the lights and see if this guy actually lights up. Alright, so let's do that right now. Set him down. And it started to glow for a second, but it's like I said, my lighting conditions aren't the best. And I think once I shut off the lights, I'm drawing the actual natural lighting in my room. But let's see if we do this one more time. Yeah, for a second you'll notice that he glows for a brief moment. Let's see if I can block out the light proper. Let's see if this will work. This probably won't work, but no, it doesn't work. How about if I try folding this up? See if I can make it dark. Will he glow? You could kind of notice a glow, but like I said, you know, my light in my room's kind of a little too bright, so it's not necessarily working correctly. But I'm assuming it works. You know, just go on YouTube. I'm sure you can find other reviewers who got the gimmick to work more, you know, they got it to work properly, unlike myself. Overall, I think it's a great figure. I think it's a must in any collection. I think the original figure was very difficult to come across. And I think it goes for the original, I mean, much like all old school Masters figures, I think the original Scareglow goes for a considerable amount of money. So, you know, this is kind of like your second chance at getting them. So, and it's a very unique looking figure too. I think it's well worth the purchase. On a scale of 1 to 10, for me, easy 8.5 to a 9. Very impressed with the figure. The gimmick's nice. Love the cape. So it's awesome. Alright, so let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. Alright, later.